With all the talk of the current president's rampant sexism, it's easy to forget that 45 is plenty of company when it comes to abusive, misogynistic commanders-in-chief. We've had a handful of sex scandal-free administrations, but if you're well-versed in White House history, then you're well aware that a sizable percentage of U.S. presidents cheated on their wives, including 50% of all Roosevelts, or otherwise behaved boorishly toward women. Bill Clinton, of course, is one of the most famous examples of this phenomenon. Clinton famously tried to hook up with anything with a pair of X chromosomes over the course of his political career. In today's political environment, it's tough to imagine Bill would have been able to secure the Democratic nomination, much less be elected to the White House, but for some reason, whenever he turned on the Slick Willy charm and busted out a smooth sax solo, the 1992 public just melted. One would think that Clinton would keep a relatively low profile in the wake of the #MeToo movement, as conduct that was frowned upon then is looked at much more dimly now. But Bill possesses the hubris of a character in Greek mythology whose fatal flaw is a tragic level of horniness. Because he apparently feels that the shelves of our nation's airport bookstores are tragically understocked, Clinton recently released a political thriller with the help of James Patterson, king of the raised lettering paperback cover. The novel is called The President is Missing, a title that no doubt has many Americans wishing it was a work of nonfiction, but based on Clinton's tone-deaf promotional tour, a more apt name might be The Ex-President Has Lost His Effing Mind. In one appalling interview, Clinton insisted that he does not owe Monica Lewinsky an apology. He then attempted to play the sympathy card, whining that he racked up millions in legal defense fees as a result of his sexual escapades. Not surprisingly, several of the women that Clinton had questionable relations with have taken issue with his claims of innocence. One such victim is Gennifer Flowers, a former actress and television reporter who came forward during Clinton's 1992 presidential campaign to claim that she had carried on a 12-year affair with the then Arkansas governor. Last night, Flowers sat for an interview with Fox News' Laura Ingraham and revealed that Clinton savagely harassed her prior to the start of their relationship. Well, it's very interesting because back in 1977 when I met Bill, we didn't have the laws to protect us. Flowers told Ingraham. When I first met Bill Clinton, it was when I was sent out on my first story by myself after my training with my cameraman. He came out onto me that night. Flowers said she initially rebuffed Clinton's advances, but he refused to let her be. I told him to knock it off. He proceeded to continue to come onto me for 3 months before I decided that I wanted to have a relationship with him, which at that point was consensual, she stated. But in today's standards, and in hindsight, it was definitely sexual harassment. I was a little bit ashamed to admit that because in a way, I felt guilty because I was a willing participant, at a point. So I felt guilty about saying that I was sexually harassed in the beginning. But it definitely was, absolutely. Flowers burst into laughter when told that Clinton considers himself a supporter of the #MeToo movement. He would say that, of course. What would he say but he's in support of it? He's a huge abuser of the Me Too movement, she said before listing several other women with whom Clinton had extramarital affairs. And I would like for the Me Too movement to be so kind and recognize myself and Paula Jones and Juanita and Kathleen Willie and many, many other women starting many years ago that have come out with claims of sexual harassment from Bill Clinton. They haven't given us any respect as far as I'm concerned. We are the Me Not movement is what we are, harsh words. Ones that you can expect the Clintons to never, ever address. Hollywood sex scandal, who's been caught? Accused? Fired? Start gallery.